The most complicated question for me was always what I should build next, what features I need to implement to satisfy my users, to attract new users, and to retain my existing users. And there is a lot of ideas, but I need to somehow prioritize my backlog because I don't want to waste my time on features that users won't use. I decided to do two things, and one of these things is analyzing all the user feedback I got during the year. So there are a few channels where I got this user feedback from. It's App Store reviews, Telegram chat, Discord channel, and my email. Because I have a button in my app called, what it's called? Feedback. It's just called feedback. And by the way, I'm not an English native speaker. I was not born in English-speaking country. Right now, I'm not in English-speaking country. Despite the fact that my app is all about language learning, my English may not be good, and I hope I won't be embarrassed of myself rewatching this video and finding, all the mistakes I made. I suddenly realized that I need to buy something nice to our apartment, and because of that I'm going to IKEA. What I did, I created a new database in Notion with 4 views, and each of these views is dedicated to each channel, so like Discord, App Store, etc. Then I manually copied all of these messages, emails, reviews, and pasted them into the Notion. I did it manually. I could do that with the API, but I decided not to spend time doing that because, I got around maybe 50 emails, 40 App Store reviews, not so many. Unfortunately, we couldn't find anything nice and beautiful, so only some utilities this time. I'm finally home, and here is how this Notion database looks like. There are 4 views, as I said before. After I gathered all of my feedback here, I just copied message column from all of these 4 views and pasted this content into Gemini. And then I asked Gemini to basically analyze this user feedback and come up with some main topics, main themes. And one of these topics was, in my app, you need to create flashcards one by one. And despite the fact that it's pretty easy, because you just type the word and then you can generate definition, an example sentence, an image, literally in seconds. For some people it's not enough. It's quite complicated because you need to find these words in your target language. And I actually can find some one of the feedback here. It's from August 26th. The idea is nice and should work properly, but it's hard to include words for other languages other than English. Should be done one by one. And as you can see, it's 1-star rating in App Store. And it's not the only message about this idea. Also, there was some feedback about, let's try to find it. Yeah, here's another one. Hi there, I would like to input a list of words. Right now I have to make one by one. It takes much time to create a ton of words, so I suggest input a file as text file, PDF, or input text list. I think the AI is able to extract the words in a list or file so easily, then create a list of words with definition. And when I was developing an Android app, I thought, okay, I can do that pretty easily because AI is capable of that. I designed 4 more options to create cards. The first one, you just paste your word list and choose what field to generate. The second one, you can generate vocabulary by a specific topic or a theme. You can also upload a PDF file or paste a link to YouTube video and extract vocabulary from this source. By the way, I also generated these images, illustrations for my new screens using Gemini. Here I already implemented in my Android app. There is add multiple button, and here are these 4 options. I made these screens using Compose multi-platform, and the best part is the fact that you can see the same screen on iOS. So I just reused these screens from Compose multi-platform in my iOS app. All elements are the same except the font. The font is a little different, and also there is native Compose navigation on Android, and there is native SwiftUI navigation on iOS. And I'm completely satisfied because if I want just, fix something, change UI a little, I can do it just once in Compose multi-platform. Yesterday, RevenueCat announced the winners of Shipaton 2025. It's a contest for mobile app developers. This year, there was a lot of nominations, and I participated in Kotlin Multi-Platform Reach Award. Of course, I wasn't chosen. And I believe they didn't even consider my application because one of the requirements for participating in this contest was you need to publish your Android or iOS app in August or September. And yeah, I published my Android app in September, but my iOS app was published a year ago. I asked them by email if I was eligible to participate in the competition, and they said yes, but I'm not quite sure if it's true. But at the very least, this competition really motivated me to quickly develop my Android app. I almost finished making this functionality in the iOS app, but I still have a few things to do. As you can see, I have this task in progress, implement bulk card creation, but I also have some bugs and 2 tasks related to Google Analytics. I remind you that I almost don't code, I just use cursor. I like to understand how different things work in my app. So I usually review all the code that the AI wrote, but it's so much faster with cursor than writing all the code myself. The app update was finally released yesterday, and today I'm going to show you how I build these features. I extensively use Firebase services such as authentication, Firestore, cloud storage, etc. And one of these services is Genkit. It's an open source AI framework. 1 year ago, I didn't use it, and all of my AI features were on the client side. And if you have it on a client side, if you want to change something like system instructions or temperature, you need to update your app. And of course, it's inconvenient because There might be bugs, for example, and some people just don't update their apps. And Firebase Genkit allows you to have all this logic on the server side, and there is one unified API in this library, so you can easily change some settings or even AI models. And here how it looks like in my code. There is input schema. It's a schema of data that this cloud function get. And there is output schema. It's just a definition of data the AI should generate. And then there is actual Firebase flow. They are called flows because it's not just about AI generation, because you can have some processing before AI generation and also some processing after AI generation. You can also have multiple generations in this flow. So it's just a wrapper for this cloud function. In the beginning of this flow, there is some validation. So for example, the user should be authenticated. I also check whether the user has a premium subscription. And then there is the system instructions for AI generation. Then I attach a link to a YouTube video. Also, I specify an AI model, and in this case, it's Gemini 2.5 Flash. Yeah, and basically that's it. My app update is live, so you can check it on the App Store. If you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and see you soon.